YouTube, hello, and welcome to another episode of Shenzo Plays. Today we're going back into Blueprints. As you guys may have known, we've beaten the game, and we are currently trying to uncover as many secrets as possible. I believe we have 6 or 7 red letters. I think it's 6. Femzi was a big help identifying one of them last time we played. And we're going to be continuing, trying things out. So, yeah, the goal is to pretty much just unlock as many secrets as possible. This may be the last live streamed video we do, but we will see. We will see what happens. But you guys know the drill by now. Please, if you do like this video, consider liking and commenting on it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like my content, want to see more of it. Definitely hit that alarm bell if you want to get notified when I drop new videos. It's usually Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, but occasionally I like to surprise everybody and drop one on a Saturday or a Sunday, and maybe sometimes if I'm really feeling crazy, I'll even drop it on a Tuesday. Wild, I know, right? Who drops videos on a Tuesday? Psychopaths, that's who. And other content creators, I suppose. Anyway, follow me on all my social media, and twitch.tv/ShensToTheLost. Thank you very much for watching, YouTube, and we'll see you on the other side. YouTube, hello, welcome on in. We are going to hop into day 25 today of Blueprints. We, as I mentioned in the intro, we did get another red letter yesterday. Tanner boy, it's okay, bud. You know the cats are there. It's okay. Sorry, my dog is whining incessantly because the cats are fucking with him. So, yeah. So, yeah, we got another red letter, thanks in no small part to Femzi, and Femzi's very clever hints. Femzi had some really good hints that went near over my head last time. But today, we're going to be continuing with day 25. We're going to continue to see what we can do to continue to move forward, and yeah, it'll be very, very fun. Femzi says, I like wordplay. Well, Femzi, for the record, you're very good at it. I thought it was hilarious. Now, I may have missed it at first, and I acknowledge that I missed it, but I still really do enjoy it. I think it was very, very well done. Okay, we'll collect our allowance, which, man, we start off with 14 coins now, which is pretty nuts. But yeah, so we are here. We also opened up the basement. We have 2 more letters we need to find, and that is where we're at the moment. We do need to make it back to the antechamber. That is something we do need to do, because I need to unlock the basement key, because I think we have a couple doors that we can unlock once we get it. We have like the fountain door, and then I think we have a door in the basement itself, and we also have the door underneath the foundation that we can unlock with that key. So we do need to get that key. Okay, we can do the root cellar, the trading post, or the hovel. I think out of the 3, I think the root cellar is probably the best one if we can find the shovel. But the trading post has that dynamite, and I think we can light that dynamite if we get what we need. I think we need to find the magnifying glass. So, hopefully, maybe, we will be able to do that. And we need the workshop as well. But maybe we'll be able to trade in some items here and get the ones we need. So, we will do our damnedest. I'm just checking to make sure that there isn't an item around that I'm missing. I don't see one. So, we press on. Let's head back on in, and we'll start off our journey. We're also missing... I totally forgot to kind of keep an eye out, but we're also missing 2, like, memory drives as well. So we got to try and keep an eye out for those as well. I don't know where they could be, but we need to try and find them. And that's the trophy list. Okay. Alright, we can get the den, the utility closet, or the billiard room. I think we start with the den just because that gives us maximum options. I have Power of the Night at the moment, Femzi. That is my current chess power, is the Power of the Night. I may consider switching it, though, since we added the armory. Oh, we can get the conservatory. I think that's worthwhile to get immediately. Because this will help us adjust the rarity of whatever's in here. And plus, it gives us a rook, which is nice. No other item, though, unfortunately. But that's okay. Alright, we can adjust the closet, the furnace, and the weight room. I think there was a secret in the weight room, right? I think last time we found there was a secret in there. Like in one of the emails we found from the personal, I think that's where one of the backup, I think that's one of the backup, levers for the antechamber is in there, if I remember correctly. Like one of the redundancies. Yeah, it's for the south. Okay. Let's see. Closet is commonplace. I think that's fine. Furnace is rare. I think we'll make the furnace unusual. Just because we do, I think, need the furnace for, I don't know. Do we need the furnace still for the freezer? I know there's something in the freezer we need to do, but again, we need, I think, the fire tool. The fire combination, which is the magnifying glass and the metal detector, if I remember correctly. I think making it unusual is okay. And then the weight room, I think, is rare just because it's... I don't want to keep it because losing half your footsteps sucks. So, it never feels like a good time to draw. So I think keeping that at rare is fine. I think everything is okay there. I don't think we need to make any significant changes. Okay, we can get the reading nook, which would allow us to draw the library, or we can get the bedroom. I definitely feel the Geist bedroom would be good, but I kind of want to hang on to the bedroom in case we can draw the nursery. So I think we'll go the reading nook, because this will also give us the library, which I did check out one of the new books we got. So that'll be good. And on top of that, the library is one of the places the magnifying glass spawns quite frequently. So maybe we'll get lucky. We also get another rook as well, which is kind of nice. Alright, so we can get the library or the parlor. I do feel the library would be good, even if this will kind of create a circular location here. We still have two more locations from the entrance, so I think this will be fine. And plus, we get to check out this new book. Okay, not a magnifying glass, but we do get the coupon book. That's kind of cool. That'll save us some money. Maybe we can buy the magnifying glass. So here is a new clue from Marion Marigold. This is her new book that she wrote while she was locked in, while she was locked in the, what's it called? So, I've got my notes ready. This book was graciously gifted by Simon P. Jones. All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you, for you are looking for a new clue too. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all his cases and gone through the piles of evidence present and precedents evident, and retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. He had looked high and low in all the rooms. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. In this particular case, he had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. So, just taking a look at this, with this picture, we know the chess pieces meant something. We knew that the angel statues knew something. And now it also has the candlestick, so that indicates that, yeah, there is a clue there as well. I'm just taking a look at like all the photos and seeing if I missed anything. He looked and he looked under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids. He questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues were found only in books. To Tanner Fork. Tanner, did you know you have a fork named after you? I didn't know that. Man, that's super cool, guys. So tomb after tomb that the library loaned, and the books that he had that he already owned were searched from their covers all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Tender Cipher, Lunar Renamed, Uncle All, and Draft the Sixes. He changed all the letters and the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting and found that the diction of each word was sound. Huh. I'm going to make a note about this because you notice Mary, Mary, Gates and Gates, right and right, draft the sixes, shifted extras, the fixed, and then whatever that. But I'm just going to make some notes here because I think that could be useful information to know. And again, I think this is, I think this book, the purpose of this book, at least so far, Femzy and everyone else, is I think that it is identifying that, hey, this is wordplay, that you need to be aware of. There's a lot of wordplay in this. Okay, let's see here. So we have F is used, I, X, E, D, S, T. So that only leaves star. The fixed star. Interesting. Okay. I wonder. And it's actually the fixed stars because there's two S's. So yeah, maybe there's a mixing of letters there that I'm not following. But either way, good to know. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. I kind of feel pretty called out by this book. I'm going to be honest with you guys. A man obsessed and cuckoo too, they would say as he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. And having read this book so many times, having scoured over each of its cryptic lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? Dead end. Major key. Seen all the signs. Or perhaps there is something new, something overlooked but now in view. Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you'd know what to do. Hi, Rabbit. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. The suspect is minor. The suspect is major. So if Jor is a name and lore is a word, so the suspect is Mary is false? I'm not sure. The suspect is minor, like minor key. The suspect is a key. I'm not picking anything up here. You know, I know there's probably something in the wordplay here. I feel the illustrations aren't by accident. We get the magnifying glass. I'd like to take some closer look at some of these pictures. I think we might have, I think the magnifying glass could be really important with this book. That's my gut feeling from that. All right. Let's move on. Commissary, I think that's a good one to get here. Maybe they will sell us the magnifying glass. Look at that. We got the magnifying glass. Okay. I'm going to save my money, although getting the sledgehammer might not be bad since we know for a fact that there's a, we know for a fact that I have a case and we need to go through it anyway. So I'll get the sledgehammer, especially since we saved a little bit of money there. So there we go. Not bad. This is not a bad run so far, guys. Let's go take a look at the new clue book, with the magnifying glass now. Oh, and look at that. We got some more money too. So we could buy another item. We might get the I might get the sleeping mask. Remember how we saved the bedroom? I think the sleeping mask, getting that pretty early would be really nice. Would give us a lot more steps. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at all the pictures. See if there's anything we missed. Laboratory, closet, attic, furnace, and solarium, I think, is the last one. Suspect list. Settled on an apartment, kind of small, but good location, has 2 bathrooms. Oh, there you go, Rabbit. That's awesome. This might be a bit paranoid, but I'm going to write down all the suspect lists. I'm going to write back all the names of the suspects. So we have Rose Ball, age 50. Or is it Rose Ball Lee? It looks like Rose Ball Lee there. Richard Scott, age 12. Is that Frond Mayford, age 32? Sandra Dillon, age 14. Bo Lee, age 16. Charles Riscal, age 12. Christoph Clark, age 25. Is all that relevant? No idea. Corner cases, parlor, patio, nook, office, library, pantry. And then dead ends, laboratory. We do need to check something in the laboratory, though. So that looks similar to the mansion layout. Keep left. Interesting. To Tanner Fork. Tender Cipher, Lunar renamed, Uncle Aw, and Draft the Sixes. Tender Cipher, Lunar renamed, Uncle Aw, Draft the sixes. Okay. And so dead end. Right and right. Metro. Dead end. Major key. Seen all the signs. And then assume page count starts on title pages. Okay. So there's absolutely a cipher in here. That much is clear. The way through, if he found a new star, I'd know what to do. Library. Okay. Okay. All right, let's try and figure this out, everybody. Because it's very clear there's a cipher here. So we have... Okay. So we have word X. Green, page C, word A. Violet and blue. So page B, word Y for violet. Page Z, word X for blue. So my thought here, this is just what I'm thinking. The red book is red prints. The blue book is the blueprints. And then green and violet are her other two books. I think violet is a new clue. And then X, Y, Z, A, B, C. So I wonder if it's a shifting cipher. Like, I'm not super familiar with ciphers. Is there anyone in chat who can who would be happy to volunteer to just bounce ideas off of? Because I've done some ciphers, but nothing significant. Is there anyone who's had a little bit more experience? Because my thought is, it does look like everything is shifting over one, like according to this key, you know, the X, Y, Z. Well, you see how it says like dead end, and then it's, you know, C, B, A, you know, X, Y, Z, major key. Seeing all the signs. You had no idea? No worries, Rabbit. Yeah, it's all good if you don't know. I'm thinking. Think this would kill you? Fair. See a clue, you start crying, screaming, throwing up. Well, don't do that today. It's all good. So the suspect is minor, and the suspect is minor. The suspect is major. Suspect is a key. On the way. So we have draft the sixes, shifted extras, and the fixed stars. But that's not even like a shifting cipher, though. At least not traditionally, based on what I know. Hi, Ace. How you doing? Femzy, are you still here? Have you solved this particular puzzle, Femzy? Ace, how you doing? It's good to see you. I did, but not in this way. Okay. So there is another way to solve it. Interesting. Yes and no, kind of stumbled in this puzzle a few steps later down the line. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if you can solve it this way. But let's take a look. The suspect is minor. Suspect is major. Can't solve this fully well you have here, but a lot of it does come up later. Okay, good to know. Give me 1 second. I'm just writing down the last note here, and we'll be good to go. Okay. So let's take a look. This is Violet. So Violet is page B. So if it starts with the title page, that's page A. Here's page B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So if it's Violet, page B, word Y, it would be number 25, right? So 2. So let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So I'm just going to put this down. And I imagine that red will be red prints. So it'll be on the title page, page A. Green, page C. And then blue. I'm assuming it's all the Marion Marigold books. So I'm just going to make a note here. And then I'm pretty sure red prints and a new clue are the others. But all right, I think I've taken enough notes. I don't think I missed anything, so we'll move on. But still, I'm glad we got that. Kind of nice to work out that way, you know? And I'll probably go buy the sleeping mask to get some extra footsteps as well, just because I feel like we might need it. Whoops, this is not the way I wanted to go. But that's okay, I suppose. I just wasted a whole bunch of steps there like a dummy. Call him Thorough Analyzer. I do my best, Rabbit. What can I say? I know the, running shoes might be better, but... Oh, we can finally get the, coat check. Oh, I don't really like doing this now. Oh, that's awful, actually. All right, let's gamble. Let's take a gamble here. We'll get the metal detector back. You got a free disc? Hell yeah! Glad to hear it. All right, let's hope I. Okay, yeah, you know, not bad. I'll take it. Hopefully we can draw the workshop. All right, let's get the hallway here. Just to give us more options. Oh, something's on the ground. Oh, coin. Okay, nice. All right, let's go this way. Servant spare quarters. Yep, I think that's the one we want to go with. Only give us one key for now. But that's okay. Because it also gave us a gem, which is very nice. Alright, we can get the nursery, which I did want. But I think with the sleeping mask, it's not as big of a need. I think I'm going to go with the pantry just to continue with this side of the house. Plus, it also gives me some money, which is nice. I think the parlor's the way to go here. Alright, we got a logic game coming up. Let's take a look. The box next to this box is false. The box next to this box is true. The box next to this box contains gems. Okay, so one of these has to be false, so the logic is gonna be in here. If this one is false, then the others have to be true. So that would make this true, and that would make this true. If this box is true, both boxes would be true. All three boxes would be true, which can't be correct. Therefore, the answer is this box. Damn, I'm good. What can I say? We can get the boudoir, which would give us some rerolls. We could get the Geist bedroom or the observatory. I think the boudoir is good is what we want here. It'll give us 5 additional steps, which is awesome. An additional gem once we open up this safe. And it will allow us to keep moving. We can get security here. I think that could be good. Dark room also would be nice. I think we'll go security, though. And we'll have to head back down at some point. Alright, something metal here. There's a coin. Okay, let's, View estate inventory. We haven't missed anything. That's good. Keycard system. I'm going to set the security level to high. Offline mode is going to be unlocked. And let's log into the network. I think we checked this email box before, but I'm just going to double check here. Let's place a special order. I think the one we need is I want to keep the magnifying glass in the commissary. And then let's check electronic mail. Okay, we did check this one already. We need to check the lab. I believe we need to check the lab email address next. Okay, we don't have the key card yet, so we can't go that way. So let's go this way. And yep, let's use one of our keys. Hey, look, there's the lab. That's super handy. So let's get it. We got the gems, why not? Forgot beta breakers today, so there's that's tons of hooligans out here wearing silly costumes. Hell yeah, Rabbit, there you go. Free beverages, gotta love that. Excuse me. Alright, security door, we can't get through here. Yeah, so the complete thaw is at 18. Alright. Let's start an experiment. While drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, a letter will be delivered. Next 3 times you open a locked trunk. Each time you unlock or bypass a security door. Let's gain 1 key, gold, or gem, I guess. I don't know the significance of the mailroom yet, of the letters there, but I think there is a something there once we get there. Yeah, that's our research logs. Let's check the laboratory email since we turned that back on and we never got that. Freezer access. Okay. Randolph, so this is April 4th. 87. Alright, let's go back to the mailbox. Please don't worry about freezer access. The experiments aren't very sensitive. They're already accounting for normal variations. Did see major temperature rise on Friday, which I believe may be related not to your freezer visit, but to the use of the furnace in close proximity. So Stexon was right. Proximity does matter. All right, good to know. Okay, Stexon was totally on the mark. Okay, so here we go. That's actually really good to know, that the furnace and freezer proximity does matter. Randolph Seals Blackbridge. Visit. And lock it down, lock it all down. Okay? I think that's sort of insightful. Not really a whole lot else that that we didn't already know, but good, some good confirmations and a big validation for our boy Stexon, who proposed that idea. God, probably like I would say 12 or 13 in-game days ago. It was a while ago. So big shout out to Stexon. If Stexon shows up, definitely give him a shout out for that, because he was right. I didn't notice a change, but perhaps it wasn't because it was close enough. There we go. Sorry. Phone was just like, hey, doofus, do something. I'm like, okay, sorry. Alrighty. So there we go. Found out a lot of good information. Now we got to go all the way back to the hall. And hopefully we can find the utility closet again. But we still have, luckily, it looks like we still got some room. We just need to basically get the utility closet. If we can get that, we're set. Alright, let's get the bedroom here. I mean, we could just get the utility closet, but let's get the bedroom here, and then maybe we can re-roll for the utility closet once we have, some more openings. I do want to try to get into the foundation as well. Get some money. Huh. I still think there's something in here that we need that I'm missing. I just don't know what that is. We'll figure it out, though, eventually. Alright, we'll come back. Boiler room! We actually do need this boiler room, so that's useful. And it'll keep us going. Because we need to activate the door down here. Which I'm pretty sure we can do fairly easily, so... Let's see. Alright, that door is now powered on. So, when we go back down, we should be good to go. The only downside is now we can't access over there. At least I don't think so. Like, this would be ideal if we had power to, you know, this thing. But we do not. I suppose if we activate it like that... No, it looks like we have to choose. Just have to remember to turn that thing back on for now. I don't have a shovel, so I don't want to go into the foundation yet. Alright, we've got the drafting studio, the secret passage. I need to get the workshop or the utility closet. So let's redraw. There's the utility closet. That is actually very helpful here. I know it dead ends, but this will at least give us openings on the other side of the house. And there we go. Okay. So, since we shouldn't need to come back down here, we'll turn on that power breaker down here now. And now, I think we're good to go. Hello, Zacharios. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Okay, and now our goal should be to get to the antechamber. Hopefully we can do that. Alright, we don't need to go that way, so we just press on. So we need to get in the antechamber, and we need the workshop. Those are our two major goals right now. Oddly awake at 12:45 a.m. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're awake so late. I'm all right. I'm a little tired, but otherwise doing okay. No major complaints. All right. Furnace is there, which is good. I'm going to draft the courtyard, because we'll get some more stuff, and maybe we'll even get the shovel, which we did not, unfortunately. But now with our experiment, there's a good chance we'll get what we need, hopefully. Oh, yay, more rerolls. It's always good. And more money. Maybe need to invest in that, Alright, we can get the pool, the closet, or the secret passage. I do like the pool because it could give us the sauna and the locker room and the pump room. So I think we'll go with the pool. It looks like we got a key from there, so that's good. And alright, let's move this way. We get the nursery, the closet, or the observatory. I don't really want to get any of these right now. So let's use a reroll. And I think the corridor is the way to go here. It'll always be unlocked, so that'll be good. Won't have to stress about using a key. Alright, we can get the gallery, the veranda, or the West Wing hallway. I think I'm going to go the West Wing hall just because it's free. And rather than go north, we'll continue to go across. And we'll see what's up. Ooh, conference room. This is going to be a good one to have here. I'm not a big fan of the rotation, but if we spread anything, knowing it'll be here is very useful. And there's some money over here. Nice. Okay. Still have a lot of open rooms we can get. Let's use one of the keys. The office, the chamber of mirrors, or the gymnasium. Ooh. Normally I would jump at the, hey Vin, I hope you have a great time at the birthday party. Good to see you. I think I'm going to go to the gymnasium since we already turned off power, but chamber of mirrors could be very useful. The biggest thing is we'd have to be able to get there. So I know there's probably a puzzle in the Chamber of Mirrors, but key right there. Okay. Pump room. We did need this. But I think I'm going to redraw here. Office would be good. Closet or solarium. Ooh. I think I got to go the solarium to increase the odds of the workshop. Finally completed that one. It's a cool puzzle. Yeah, I think I actually did complete it once, and then I screwed up, Femsy, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's a good one. I'm excited. I should definitely try to draft it again when I'm not like super concerned about having to go all the way around. Okay, we can get the rotunda. That could be useful. But I think out of my choices, I think I'm going to go the secret passageway here. Because the rotunda would use like almost all my diamonds, and I don't want to do that. So I'll actually redraw here and hope I get something pretty good. Dining room. That's a way better draw here for what I need. Can you adjust much you need to get to the secret? It doesn't lock you out. That's good, yeah. Oh, look, lunchbox. All right. And we haven't quite made it yet, but that's okay. Let's use a key here. Ooh, foyer. That would unlock everything. Could also get the study or the storeroom. Ah, man. I think the foyer would be really good here, but I think the study is what we need. I think we already solved the study, but yeah, we did. We did. Gosh, or should I go with the storeroom and get some extra keys and a diamond and some money? Ah, this is a tough call, guys. I'm gonna go the storeroom. This will probably be a mistake, but let's get the extra resources. And not stress about it. Alright, we can get the aquarium. I think that's the right call here. It gives us a lot of open doors, and it's the color of every room. And we got an extra key. Nice. Alright, let's go south here. Gonna lay down again. Remember, you're all loved and valued. Thank you, Zach. You're the best. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening, okay? Oh, do I get the vault and risk locking us out? Or do I go the observatory? Vault would give us a lot of money. Lot of money. We didn't get the shop we needed, though. Hey, Silly, welcome on in. It's good to see you. I'm going to go the observatory. This is probably a mistake, but I'm going the observatory here. And we'll go in a minute. Alright, we can get the patio, which could spread diamonds to each green room. Those would go in the conference room. The study, or the Geist bedroom to get us some rerolls. No, you're all good, Silly. I started way earlier than normal, so, like, please don't apologize for being late. I just appreciate that you're here now. Thank you. This is probably a mistake. I probably should have gone with the study. But I feel getting a couple rerolls plus an extra 5 steps is the way to go here. Okay. Could have gotten a lot of diamonds. But that's alright. Southern Cross and Clavis the Key. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Let's use a key. Oh, the Great Hall. Oh. Drafting the foyer probably would have been smart with this. But you know what? Because we have the metal detector, and we have plenty of keys, I'm not super worried about it. So there's probably some items in there. But let's open this one. Lost and found. You will randomly lose 1 inventory item. We could do the Hall of Mirrors. Or we could get the passageway. I don't really like any of these here. Chamber of Mirrors is great, and I definitely want to do something with it. But the problem is that traditionally speaking, you need to be able to access multiple sides of the room, and one of the areas is sealed off. So I think I'm going to re-roll here. I can't believe I'm about to do this, but I think I'm going to draft the weight room. Because if there's a secret in here, and if I can get the workshop successfully, I can run back to the dining room to get more steps. So we'd lose 27 or 28 of them? No, it wouldn't be that. It would be like 23. I think the weight room is good to go here, because I don't want the archives. As nice as that is, I think the weight room's the way to go. I lost 22. That's not terrible. Coin right there. Okay, cool. But yeah, if I can get the power hammer, the power sledge, which there is still a chance I could, I think that'll be worth it to try and go for. Dark room here I don't think would be bad. Servants' quarters would dead end this location, which again isn't terrible because we still have access from the West Wing Hall. And I think I can just go back if I have to and turn on in the utility closet. Servants' quarters actually would be really good here now that I think about it, because it would give me a ton of keys, and I could just open up all the doors in the Great Hall, probably. I do really want the workshop, though. Yeah, let's go servants' quarters. Let's take a gamble. We'll get some extra steps back. Get a ton of keys. What did it say? Jor is a word? Jor is a name. There are 12 major keys. Okay. Let's head back into the dining room. We got a door to the antechamber open. And most importantly, I saved my reroll, so I should be able to access it. This most likely has money on the other side, if I had to guess. Maybe a key. Money, okay. I have a 50-50 shot of getting the right Great Hall door. Got it. Man, that never happens. Oh, we got the clock tower here? Brutal. I really wanted to get this room. Just not here. Billiard room, so we have access to the antechamber. We can finally get that basement key sorted today. 5. Okay, what's that? That's a bullseye, right? So... Nope, okay. Never seen that before. It's a square. Yeah, 3 squared, so 9. Yeah, I think you're right, silly. I think that's what it is. 3 squared? Yep, okay. So 3 squared times plus 1 squared is 10? No? Okay, so 5, 9. Maybe it's... Well, 4 squared would be... 16. 5 squared is 25 minus 15 is 10. There we go. And we got a silver key. Okay. Leads to a room with many doors. That's awesome. Alright, here we are in the antechamber once again. I will happily take the basement key. And we're going to unlock some doors. Whoa, what happened there? That was a little weird. Okay. Let's head back. I would love to try and get the workshop, so that's going to be my primary goal here. We have to swing by the dining room again anyway. And then we'll go back up through the west wing, and we'll go from there. But yeah, we should get some food from the dining room. It looks like it's pizza, which I think you need the furnace for the bonus, but that's okay. Let's have dinner. Gonna start seeing new symbols in that thing now? Hell yeah. Okay, gymnasium down to the conference room. It is kind of nice that we could just, if we wanted to, go all the way back, but let's use the silver key here. Mount Holly gift shop. Well, we do have a lot of money. Buying stuff here could be useful. Dark room. Yeah, let's keep the Mount Holly. Let's get the Mount Holly gift shop, because at least this will let us continue. And like I said, we can potentially buy stuff. So we don't quite have enough money. We need 5 more coins for the swim trunks. Alright, we can get the armory. I don't think anything else will help us a ton today. Yeah, we'll go for the armory. Because again, we can potentially buy some stuff in here, like this Morning Star. We also have this axe. And we can permanently remove the gem cost from one room. Oh, that actually might be very useful. Or the shield, we could ignore negative effects of any one red room. Okay, good to know. Might buy that axe if we don't find any more money. And my bow. Exactly. Alright, we need the workshop. I was hoping we'd draft the workshop here. We did not, unfortunately, get that lucky. If we don't get the workshop, we will have to do this again. So let's redraw. And we did not get the workshop. Yikes. Big yikes here. Dang. R.I.P. us. Well, the good thing is I did order more magnifying glasses for the commissary, so at least we have that going. But that is disappointing, I'm going to be honest. That's very, very disappointing. Still, we can knock out a couple things. Get a couple bananas. And we didn't quite find enough coins either. Alrighty. As Charlie Brown would say, rats. But we can go unlock the basement doors and we can purchase this axe. So if we go to the room directory, we can permanently remove a cost from a room. So what should we do? Let me see. The one I want, I'm not seeing here. I think removing the cost of the rotunda would be pretty good, guys. It costs 3. So the only thing is, how do we use the axe? So it says here, you may use the axe in the room directory to permanently remove the gem cost from one room. Hi, Aaron. How are you? Well, so my thought, Silly, is that we don't really have a lot of trouble with, with getting gems anymore. Like, we have enough rooms in the parlor and stuff like that to where we can pretty reliably get gems. So cutting the cost of a 3-room gem versus a 2-room gem just seems really good. And on top of that, the rotunda can also rotate, which gives it a lot of flexibility. It's basically a 4-door room that isn't a hallway. That's kind of my reasoning with wanting to use the axe here. Oh, that's how you use the axe. Is because it costs 3. And part of the reason I never drafted is because it costs 3. You know? So that's kind of my thought. Let me go through and just check through some other... Will it take away a loot? No, it's only the cost of a room. But, you know, that's a good question. Let's check the weight room and see if it does that. I don't think so, but... Because I think that's an effect, not a cost, right? Aaron, I'm good. I'm kind of tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but I'm excited. Like, the foyer could be nice, but again, I very rarely draft it. Master bedroom is fine. Aquarium's fine. Getting the wine cellar would be awesome if we could get that more often. But, yeah, I definitely feel that, like, with the rotunda, I would draft it a lot more. Oh, of course, Aaron, yeah. Probably feels like a cost to me, yeah, right? I would just hate to, like, use the axe and then it not do anything to the weight room because it's free. You know what I mean? Because the weight room, it would say specifically with, like, the cost. So, I think I'm going to take the axe to the rotunda. Would you like to permanently axe this floor plan's gem cost? Yes, I do. We now have a free rotunda, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to be honest. Also, one thing is if we have enough steps, I could potentially get back into room 46 today as well. I think we'll have enough. We have 45. So, and I think I just need to go down to the foundation, or not even the foundation. Well, yeah, I actually do need to get down to the foundation, so... I might be able to flip the switch. So, yeah, let's, Although, no, with the... Yeah, I do need to get to the foundation, so let's just do that. We'll see how many steps we have, and if we can get back to the antechamber, that would be very, very cool. Oh, yeah, 100%, Aaron. Although this, hilariously enough, this might be the last time we play Blueprints on the channel. Not because I'm not enjoying it, but because I want to play it on my own. If I'm being completely honest. No reason to do that. That's just extra steps to get to the same location, so... We never did find the shovel. I also want to drop off the metal detector in the coat check. Gotta make sure to do that, since we're not going to get the workshop. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope. Didn't miss anything. Okay, cool. Alright. Yeah, so now we gotta go down to... through the hallway to the bedroom and the boiler room to get to the foundation. I'll probably drop off the metal detector again. Alright, but here we are. We can finally unlock this basement door, although I don't think we'll be able to call the elevator. I'm not 100% sure on that. Because I did turn off the key card. But here's the basement key. And now we're in the basement. Now we're underground. So the only other one we need is the fountain, which is on the other side. We didn't draft the pump room today. So we'll go activate the lever here. And then on our way back, we'll check the room on the left since I should have put power to it today. And I think we can make it back to, room 46, I think. Okay, we got that. Let's go check what's in this door to the right here. Yeah, I think it's over here, right? Yeah, here it is. Oh, would you look at that? Secret tunnel through the mountain. Secret tunnel. All right, now we need to rotate this again, huh? But we also need to do it in a way. Okay, so I think that should work. And we'll just need to remember to rotate it back. Perhaps. Dock level, entry level. Full drain. This will probably be more allowance here. Okay. Yeah. No, I got it, Femsy. Thank you. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. So, this is interesting. Let's figure this out. Okay. Got it. Another allowance token. Nice. 10 days of pumping water from the underground spring. Reservoir has finally been filled. It's a shame the old station had to be flooded as a consequence of this action, but I suspect it might be the actual reason they chose to build the reservoir here, and as an engineer I agree that flooding is preferable to collapsing the entire tunnel. Bright side, now our water supply is no longer limited. We can start to leverage steam to a much greater extent. I suspect that by this time next month, the steam-powered hoist at the main site will be able to run 24 hours a day. Cool. Alright, so I'm just going to take a note here that the entry level is at, for the reservoir, is at level 6. Reservoir, if the dock level is at 13, that means we need to get it to 6. So 13 is dock. Okay. One more section of this we can get to. We just need to rotate this all the way to get to that area over there, which does look locked. May need a specific key for that, but we'll go find out. No worries. I will need to rotate it back to where it was. One more should do it. Yep, I think that's good. Yeah. Okay. Yes, every now and then I am capable of learning. It's difficult, but it does happen very rarely. Tech had to hold your hand? Aw. That's very sweet of Tech to hold your hand, at least. The missing red letter! Oh my gosh, we found it! Okay. 4-letter code here. I wonder if that is the cipher we have to get. I'm not 100% sure, but probably not. Hey, Sho, how you doing, bud? Want a hint? Yeah, real quick, Femzy, before you give me one, let me ask a question first. Is the answer to this, is it something I've already found? Like, if I were to look through my notes, is it something I can determine based on information I've already found? You think? Welcome back, silly. Likely found the answer, but not realized that that is it. Okay. Before you drop your hint, Femzy, if you want to type out your hint, that's okay. I just want to kind of look through my notes real quick and just see if I can come up with anything. May 8th, a date. I was trying to think, I'm like, every lock, every key has to be a date. 3 letters with an 8 on there, that's not a coincidence. What month has 3 letters? May. Thank you, Femzy. Treasure trove! Yes! I knew what we were looking for as soon as we uncovered the first spire, but it wasn't until the first floor plan was unearthed that most of the crew realized what ruins we were exhuming. Border was the same pitch as the sunless cavern we found it. A dark trim floor plan of ill-fated Orindia. We had found an authentic black print. The sooner we seal this site back up, the better for us all. Okay. It's a red letter lock. Yeah, that was my thought. Letter number 1. We found it. May 8th. Dear Baron Sinclair, to begin, my name is Worth Laud. My father used to work for your father, the Right Honorable Baron Thomas Sinclair, between the years of 1915 and 1918, the former having died last month, and the advanced old age of 89. May he sleep in soot and ash. He left behind his widow, 7 children, and 30-odd grandchildren. I write to you today, however, not to inform you of these family affairs of little consequence, but to tell you a little bit about my father. He lived his life towering above us in solemn silence like many members of his and your father's generation. He never spoke of the work he did in the mountains of Reddington or the famous estate in which he was stationed. He never spoke of the Baron, not once. I tell you this only to relate that he never betrayed the confidence your father placed in him. The secrets he kept for your family he took with him underground. His elderly comrades and colleagues from his old mining outfit proved, however, to be not nearly as discreet and considered with their words. During the wake, fueled by seemingly endless supply of spirits, these venerable gentlemen embarked on a journey down memory lane, recounting how much of the good old days as they could dredge up. While such reminiscences might typically be dismissed as the fanciful rambling of age, the volume and specificity of their accounts lend a certain credence to their words. Now me, I am not a presumptive man. I don't presume these stories to be true. I don't presume your house knows the secrets of this magnitude, yet I find myself irresistibly drawn to the idea of sharing these tales, true or not. They seem, after all, stories worthy of being heard. I wonder if my current abundance of idle time fuels this urge. Perhaps I have too much time on my hands. Perhaps if one were to engage me in some worthwhile and profitable enterprise, my eagerness to pass the time by telling stories would be curbed. I eagerly await your response from your lordship, Mr. Worth Laud. So this sounds like blackmail. We're not blind to the irony of blackmailing you for a blackmail letter, and we're not proud to join the endless procession of those who have knocked on your mailbox looking for a handout, particularly so when our methods lack the refined sophistication and class that this author so effortlessly wields. Interesting. Okay. So, we are only missing one letter now. It's letter number 3. And we've done everything we need to do here, which is good. At least I think so. So, it's not the ink, it's the letter itself, Aaron. And my assumption is that, judging by the contents of the 8th letter, that this same group tried a similar stunt before. Like they wanted to be clear about their intentions. So it's interesting. It's interesting. But this adds a little bit of a context to the situation we didn't know before. Letter number 3, don't worry about letter 3 for a while. Sounds good. I would just like to find it, but yeah. That's the only letter I'm missing at the moment, is letter number 3. Okay, so... we can't get the boat. But we do have access to the basement. Let's unlock the door in the fountain. And now we have access to both sides of this room. Femzy, did I grab all of the, did I grab all basement doors? I think I got them all. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. We will check the metal detector back in. Want a pro tip? Sure, Femzy. Okay. Well, I'm gonna check that for now, but it'll be good to go. So I will keep that in mind for my future playthroughs. I just need to make sure I do this correctly now. Okay. Because I think I can make it back to room 46 here for a second time. Though it may end my game immediately. We'll see. Yeah, so the big reason why I'm doing that now is because I only have as of right now, I am actively trying to get one item because that's my only lead at the moment. But as soon as I get another lead, I'd be I'll be happy to switch things up. And I made a mistake, which means I made a mistake in calculating how to get there. I actually needed to go this way. Damn, I'm not going to be able to do it. That sucks. Oh, well. Whoa, I just lost like a ton of steps there. All right. Dang, I was hoping to get back to room 46 this time, but that's okay. We now have a pretty easy way to get underground again. But there we go. Man, about almost 2 hours on that run. Feels good. Say hello to the princess for me, show. Well, say hello to the whole family. But yeah, that was a pretty good day 25. Hi. Hi. Hope you're doing well. Aw. It's very sweet. Alright, we got a good allowance going. We'll go out, do our usual thing, and we'll knock this out today. Think we'll be good. So yeah, the only real leads we have are the Cypher, Brothers in his room, and we're looking for the water balloons. Oh! Well, I hope you have a great time with the water balloons. Could get the shelter, but I don't know. I don't really feel like we need the shelter here. Let's do the root cellar. And maybe we'll come back if we get the shovel. No sign has been found yet. I missed that before. So let's look around for a sign. Okay. Literally just learned something new by accident in this game? Hell yeah, there you go, Femzy. So let's keep an eye out for some signs, shall we? All right. Let's go again. Library immediately. Normally I would jump at this, but with the reading nook, I'm pretty confident we'll get it, so I'm going to get the den again. Nursery immediately. Let's do it. Heard this game is first person, but you totally thought it was grid-based and 2D. Had no idea it looks so cool. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. So I wanted to get the nursery for two reasons. One, there's an item there, which, we got a gem. Not bad. Paid for itself. But this is the other reason. The red print. Page A, word X. Usually just brute force puzzles. This is true. So if this is 0 and this is 1, then maybe I made a mistake on the other one. For a new clue. So Z, Y, X. So made. Yeah, it's kind of tough to do that. Getting the bunk room early could be good. That's why you haven't jumped on the game. Fair enough. I've really been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it a lot. Alright. We'll grab the bedroom here. We're getting our steps in early, everybody. Lost and found to get 2 rare items. It would also dead end this section, though, and I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'm going to go with the parlor instead here. Your idea of fun puzzle more like Katana Zero, where they're more combat-based. Fair enough. You like what you like? Can't judge. I love this shit, though. This is not an empty box. The gems are in the black box. The empty boxes are both true. Oh boy, okay, I gotta think about this. This is actually a pretty good one. The gems are in the black box. This is not an empty box. Okay, so let's think about this. If this is true, and this is true, then this one is false. Which means the empty boxes are both false. Which means this also couldn't be true. So, in that situation, it doesn't work. If this is false and says this is an empty box, this is not an empty box, so it would be an empty box. The gems are not in the black box, and the empty boxes are both true, then all 3 would be false. So if this statement is true, okay, the gems are in the black box, and this is not an empty box. So the empty boxes are both false. So we have a case where the two empty boxes are either both true or both false. That's what this determines. This is false, then it's saying this is an empty box. If this is false, it says the gems are not in the black box. And if this is false, then the empty boxes are both false. Okay, so let's think about this. Gems can only be in one. The empty boxes are both true. But if the gems are in the black box, if this one is true, then this one also has to be true, meaning this guy has to be false. Which then means that this one and this one have to be false, but this one is still true. But then these two would be contradicting each other. If the empty boxes are both false. So if this statement is true, then that means one of these others has to be true as well. And the other has to be false. The empty boxes are not both true. I think it has to be the black box. No matter how you swing it, it has to be. Let's see if I got it wrong. I got it. Yep, so the contradiction is that, yeah, it was the contradiction. Either the empty boxes both had to be true or both false. But that means that this one had to be it. All signs pointed to black. There was no other logical explanation without contradictions. Let's not go back that way, even though it wouldn't really rob me of anything at the moment. Let's just see how far we can go here. So we can get the kitchen, we can get the chapel, or the corridor. I think the chapel is going to be good here. I don't like it because it takes my money. Thank you, Silly. Yeah, no, I'm pretty good at logic puzzles. Like, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I do strongly believe I have pretty sound logic and reasoning abilities. Where I struggle in this game, as Femzy has found out a couple times, is wordplay. I'm not as good at wordplay as I am in other things. Yeah, let's grab the kitchen. Not gonna buy anything here, but it's just good to have. Plus, it also continue our options. We can get the East Wing Hall, we can get the library again, or the storeroom. I want to continue. I want to try to maximize my my room count. So I think I will go with the East Wing Hall, although, God, this does feel like a huge waste. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. But I'd rather get the library through the Nook. The closet or the utility closet, both would be good here. Let's go with the closet, just so I have a less chance of having to come back. And okay, cool, we got a reroll. Nice. Ivory die is always good. Alright. We'll go through the church again. Lose another coin, which sucks, but it's the way it goes. Commissary! Or we can get the pantry or the corridor. Well, a commissary could guarantee me the magnifying glass. So let's go with the commissary here. I'm going to buy the magnifying glass again. And I'll probably save the rest of my money for now. Drawing room or the freezer? Ooh, or we can get the terrace. I feel the drawing room's the way to go here. Because it'll pay for itself, which is nice. I need to just remember what the safe code is here. This is why I write it down. I have most of the safe codes memorized, but the drawing room one is the one I do not have memorized. We do need to find those 2 memory chips. Okay, got the code. All right. Let's move on. And let's use our key. Our only key right now. Yikes. Of course, we could get the locksmith if we needed to, which is kind of funny. I don't really want any of these, so let's redraw. Forgot what gives you the hint on the microchip locations. Yeah, I haven't found anything yet. Doesn't mean... It could just be that I missed it, but, yeah, I haven't found anything. I think we'll get the reading nook here. I know I had the opportunity to get the closet check, but I just feel this is a really good combination to get the reading nook and the library. And we got a map. But I don't have the shovel. Okay. Let's see. Let's get Swimbird, and then next time we'll get a new clue. Gotta go get dressed for the day. Bounce for now. Okay, sounds good. You do the same, Show. Have a great night, okay? We'll see you soon. Ooh! Ooh! We got the bookstore here. We got so many good options, but the bookshop is pretty rare. So... maybe if we get lucky, we can find the vault or something like that, but... we do need to get the Curse of Blackbridge and Drafting Strategy 4 and 5 for the library, so... Alright, let's use this key. Spare bedroom. That'll give us a lot of keys, which I think will be very useful here. And we'll get some additional steps. And running shoes. Hell yeah, there we go. Good thing I didn't buy those earlier, huh, guys? Use a key we just got. Why not? Let's get the dark room here. I know it's not ideal, but we'll take it. Power is going to go out. Okay, key card room there, which we don't have access to yet. Let's go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. Oh, not bad. We got the pantry. That'll at least connect us to the foundation, or at least theoretically get us there. And we get a couple more steps. And some monies. Ooh, getting the dining room here is pretty good. Utility closet could be nice, but I want to connect us to the foundation because that'll give us access to more of the house. So I think dining room here's the way to go. I think we're good on the boiler room for now. I don't think, getting it here would just dead end the power anyway. And look, we got a lunchbox. Hell yeah, okay. So, let's head down through the Foundation. We could go down to the basement if we needed to. We don't really need to at the moment, so... Yay! Okay, we've got the workshop. Now, this will dead end, but I think this is worth it. Because now if we can get the closet check, we can solve a couple different puzzles, potentially. And we got the broken lever as well, which means we could potentially even, we could potentially even get the power sledge as well, which could be very useful. But alright, we got the workshop. Let's go. We have to run all the way back now, unfortunately. Would it be faster to just go down through the foundry? I think it would save us some steps, wouldn't it? If we just go out through the fountain? Like, I feel that would save us quite a bit of steps, because we'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 steps, where if we just go through the Foundation, I think it's only like 4 or 5. We're going to take advantage of the fact that we've unlocked the basement, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah! How awesome is this, huh? We got a gorilla for sale. Manila gorilla for sale. And with the running shoes, too, I forgot. Yeah, this definitely makes way more sense. Alright. And here we are. Back at the beginning. Now we need to find the key card or the security. Chamber of Mirrors. Oh, again, I would love this one, but I'm pretty sure that would just block us off. So we'll go with the hallway instead. Want to try and save that that redraw there. Okay, armory, utility closet, or Geist bedroom. I don't like any of these here, because they will block us all off. So I think we got to redraw. West Wing Hall, thank God. I was going to panic there for a minute. Okay. I hate to use the corridor here, but again, I don't feel we have a lot of choice. None of the other options are very good. The only exception I would make is if we got the, to a dead end here, is the coat check room. Okay. Let's think about this, guys. We don't have the tomb, but with the coat check, we could go make the item we need. We could light the candles in the den and the chapel. It would end our game, though. Like, it would end our run because we don't have the key card. And the dark room has a key card requirement. Even if we got the billiard room, we'd have to get both security and the utility closet next in order to advance anyway. And we have plenty of footprints. We have plenty of footsteps this run. I made my decision. We're gonna solve the mystery. Because I've been wanting to do this forever. Is it maybe the right call? Maybe not. But you know what? At least I would have to stop worrying about trying to get the goddamn magnifying glass every time. Near. Gotta go fast. Since we don't have any real way of moving forward from here, now we're only missing Curse of the Black Bridge for books. That is funny that because we took that way out, we can't do it again. I do like that. All right, we have the burning glass. I feel this is going to be a very useful item moving forward. All right. Is there anything we can light on fire here? I am looking to light something on fire. Rabbit, I'm not lighting you on fire. I'm sorry. You're just going to have to deal with the fact that you can't get drinks at the beach, okay? I apologize, but, you know. It's what we all have to make sacrifices. So, with this thing, I assume it will tell us when we can light a candle successfully? Because I'm not seeing any alert here. So maybe there's only... Because I remember, like, the light puzzle, they seem to be certain candlesticks. So maybe it can only light certain ones? Is that fair to say? That you will not see a marker for. Okay. So, my theory... The Keeper of the Tides. Or Tits. I can never remember how it's pronounced. So we can break it and get all the money, which is probably a lot. Or we can save it. Tights. Okay, thank you. It's a one-time thing. Okay. So, I have exactly 0 coins. I did not say tits, Aaron. I did not say tits. I said tights or tits. Tits, not tits. No, you're good. You're good. I said it now, though. Yeah. Thank you, silly. I appreciate that. I don't think there will be enough for me to buy the other book. I don't think so. So, Piggy, you're safe for now. But it is nice to know that I was right about at least that there being a little bonus thing here. I don't think I'm going to do that now. If I had more money, I would consider it, because then I could buy the last book. Or even if I had, like, the gift shop, I would, you know, at least consider it. But, yeah, I think it's better to be safe for now. Alright, let's see. Okay, I can't light that. I thought for sure I'd be able to light these guys, but again, it must, you must only be able to light certain things, I suppose. Alright, so with the items I have now, and with the room layout I have now, is there anything else I can do? I don't think so. I think the only thing I need to do is just go drop off this burning glass in the coat check. But beyond that, I don't think there's anything else I need it for. Rooms under my camera. There's not very many, but let me hide that for you. But there you go. We have the dining room, the foundation, commissary where I don't have any money left, bookshop, servant spare quarters, dark room. But yeah, there's just not much here, I don't think. It's definitely one of those situations where I don't think we have anything else. At least there's no puzzles that jump out to me, nothing like that that I can think of. Okay, if I don't know about it, if there hasn't been a hint or anything else, then we'll leave it and come back. I do appreciate that, though, Femsy. Yeah, if it's not something I know about, then no worries. No worries. Alright, let me put my webcam back. There we go. Try calling it a day in a bedroom. Okay, interesting. I will do that. So I'm going to go put the burning glass away in case we get the tomb. But now that I know what that is in there, and that's a one-time usage, good to know. We will check the burning glass in there. And I will try to end my day in a bedroom, as Femsy suggests. I think that could be a fun suggestion. But yeah, if I don't know what it is, then I'm not super worried about it. Not a huge deal. Alright, here is a bedroom. Call it a day. Much faster day 26. Alrighty. Man, it feels weird that I've been streaming for almost 3 hours already. I'm not used to this. Early start. But here we go. Day 27. Day 27. Doesn't look like anything changed for calling it a day in the bedroom. But that's okay. Alright. I don't really know what my objective should be, if I'm being completely honest.
Warning.
Relic! Thank you so much for the raid. Hello! Welcome on in, Raiders. I hope you're doing well. Relic, I hope you had a good stream. Thank you so much for raiding. Let's go to the tool shed. Actually, you know what? Let's get the trading post, because there's the dynamite in here. Since we have it. Normally I go to the tool shed, but I think we can light the fuse of the dynamite. Potentially. So, yeah, let's go there. How was Minecraft, Relic? I hope you had a great time. Because, yeah, now if we get the coat check, we have one more thing we can do, which is kind of nice. Alright. Yeah, I mean, look. This game is all about testing and honestly, in some ways, it's kind of about insanity, you know. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So, I figure we'll try it out and, yeah. We'll try it out and see what happens. The den definitely feels like my go-to room right now. Made a few more farms? Oh, hell yeah, that's awesome. Glad to hear that, Relic. Blowing stuff up is always fun. Safely, that is. Alright. Normally I would prioritize the commissary here, but we had a mail, something get sent to the mailroom a long time ago. And we've never pulled the mailroom before now. So I would like to check and see what it was. My name is Randolph Moore, the lead lab technician in Sinclair. You've worked here at Mount Holly for over a decade. I was thrilled to discover you have found our humble lab and have been again to run some experiments of your own. Tend to keep an eye on the small spikes in radiation levels on the estate, as one of the only ways to monitor your progress from the outside. There's been much speculation about the staff progress you've been making, and they're quite excited when reported that you are successfully running experiments. Want to write you to let you know that even though we may not see us, we are rooting for you. Best of luck on the experiments. If you like, I'll continue sending the letters with some helpful tips. Yes, please, Randolph. Please do that. That would be awesome. Okay, and we did also order a package, which is nice. Yeah, and then this is the fuse box settings. We've already covered that. But yeah, our next run, we should have a package delivered to the front door. So that'll be good. And yeah, we had the extra letter. Okay, I don't see anything here. One thing I know we need to do is we need to download the research data from Cinca, but I don't know how to do that. So that's something we got to kind of keep an eye on. I'm also trying to keep an eye out for signs, but I haven't really seen a ton of them. At least I don't think I have. Maybe I've just overlooked them. Wouldn't be the first time. Alright, well, we can get security immediately. That's, I think, a useful thing to get. Mostly moss farms, you're doing it all in peaceful mode. Can't stand creepers. Fair enough. Every time I play Minecraft, I get creepers like up the wazoo, and I usually get blown up multiple times. It's hilarious, but not fun for me, you know. Alrighty. Normally I'd get the Nook, but that rotation sucks. I don't want to use the West Wing Hall either, so I guess we'll go with the dark room there. We won't actually go in. But love to build stuff and you hate seeing all your work wasted. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's what creative mode's for, right? Alright, we'll set low since we haven't had a lot of luck with the keycard lately. And this will also put a lot less pressure on us if we do turn the, to get the power. We get the laboratory. I think that could be pretty useful. I mean, we could get the lab or the pantry. I kind of want to hang on to the lab. I mean, the experiment could be really good early, I suppose. Yeah, we'll get the lab. We'll get the lab here and we can run an experiment. Maybe it'll do something about sending more letters to the mailroom, which could be very helpful. Each time you find trash while digging, gain 1 star, set your dice to 2. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, for each bedroom you draft after your second. So we don't have a shovel. Drafting a hallway from a hallway would be hilarious. Let's do for each bedroom we draft, we can set dice to 2 after the second. All right. Reading Nook here, I think, is probably the way to go. Weight room would be good, but I don't want to lose half my steps when I have so many left. So Reading Nook would guarantee us the library, and it'll give us a key. And yeah, it does block off the foundation, but we don't really need the foundation right now. And hey, look, we found the magnifying glass again. Hell yeah, look at that. All right, we can get library or bedroom. I kind of want to go library here. But bedroom would probably be better for the, exploration aspect of the house and for the experiment. Library would also give us the blue book, Swimbird, as well. And it would let us, after that, check out a new clue again, since I think I screwed up the cipher. But we'll see. On the run to open the next series of major story puzzles, RNG is working with you finally. Only took 59 days. You got it, Femzy. I believe in you. I guess we could still go north through the dark room. So, yeah, we'll get the library. Swimbird. Okay. This cipher is page Z, word X. Page Z, word X. Also, it is December 3rd. So we have, if I've done this right, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's only 20 pages. Yeah, but the thing is, silly, is that when we were looking at the cipher, it's like shift everything over. So page Z would be page A. Like the clue was X goes to Y to Z, Z to A to B, and then B to C. So if that would be the case, it would be page 1. But even then, this doesn't make any sense to me. I never was very good at ciphers either. Because, yeah, they specifically only use the letters A, B, and C, and then X, Y, and Z. So that's why I don't think it's a number thing here. Because, like, what would word A mean in the same cipher, right? A is in a Roman numeral. I don't think Y is either. X goes to Y. Draft the sixes, shifted extras, and then the fixed stars. Hmm. Dare bird, daring and brave bird. 6, 10. So it's possible that that's bird. Maybe. Page Z, that would go to A, which would be the title. There's only 8 there, so that doesn't make any sense. Hmm. Well, let's assume Silly's right. So if the page is using the first and then X is actually the Roman numeral for 10, which, okay, doesn't make sense with the other ones, but let's just go with it. The word would be bird. So it would be page A, and you assume that the cipher assume page count starts on the title pages. but there's no 10 on the title page. So this is the title page. That would be page 1. So then page 2. I wonder if there's a clue to the cipher somewhere else, or if this is all the information we get. Does anyone know? Like for this Marion Marigold book cipher from like the last clue, or a new clue rather. Does anyone know if there's more information to be gathered later? Okay, cool. As long as there's more information, I'm okay with not being able to solve it now. That's like my big thing with puzzle games. This is like, can I solve this with more information, or am I supposed to solve this now? It's always kind of one of my big things. But that's okay. We can come back and try it again to get more information. So I am a-okay with not knowing something. That is for sure. Well, we have a couple of these rooms already. Mechanarium could be good here. Misunderstood the signs thing, though. Okay, I don't know what else that could mean. Femzy, this will be my only other question on this for now, but is the signs, is that a wordplay puzzle again? Because I did write it down. I just don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for, which is kind of the problem. But I guess it wouldn't be very much of a puzzle if it's not. It's quite deliberate. Okay. Because they did have, like, the dead end sign. And then it's, like, the name of the room. There were names of rooms on there. Let me get this. But yeah, I don't I don't follow that, unfortunately. Oh yeah, let's get the parlor here. Get some more gems. Sure, Femzy, if you can give me a hint on the sign, that would be cool. I'm gonna work on this logic puzzle. Gems are on the table behind you. Okay, so that's obviously false. Gems are in this box. Every statement claiming where the gems are is false, and the gems are in the blue box. Read the book again and pay close attention to the pictures. Yeah, that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. I went back to go take a look at the book in the library, and I didn't see any sign in there. At least not in the blue book, anyway, in Swimbird. I'm assuming you mean a new clue. Okay. So we know that one's false. Every statement claiming where the gems are is false. Okay, it's in a new clue. Got it. Because I did draw the picture, and I did notice there's the marker there. Like, it had the dead end picture with, like, the line and the X. But I don't know what that means, so I'll have to take a look again. Alright. There are a lot of pictures. This is true. Every statement claiming where the gems are is false, and the gems are in the blue box. So if this one is true, then both of these are false. But this one also claims where the gems are. Therefore, this one also is false. So I believe that this one has to be true. I believe the white one has to be true. By process of elimination. Got it. Alright. We can drop the bedroom, the Geist bedroom, or the utility closet here. Utility closet could be good, but let's drop the bedroom. And we can either get the utility closet or the storeroom here. Storeroom would be good. Utility closet would also be good. Let's get this. All right. Let me check something. Yep, that is where we get... Zorinda Aries. So yeah, it looks like every time we get those letters, we collect stamps. It's good to know. Okay, that's what I wanted to check. All right. Since we turned power off, keycard system, we'll turn the security level to high. Still need to check the bathroom. And hey, look, we found the key card. That's funny. We don't actually need it, but that's pretty great. Well, ordinarily I would be happy to get the nursery or the Geist bedroom, but I think the service spare quarters are where we have to go, because otherwise it'll end this run. I do apologize, I'm getting a little bit of eye irritation, dry eye irritation. Even though I've taken my allergy medicine. So if you see me kind of like winking, it's because I'm trying not to like rub my eye, you know? Well, we can get the workshop again. It's kind of useful. I don't have a lot of items right now, but hey. Could be worse. Battery pack. Patio or the commissary? Oh, commissary could be good. We don't really have a lot of green rooms, so spreading gems in them doesn't make a lot of sense. Well, we can get the shovel. That's useful. Yeah, let's spend a little bit of gold there. So we passed on the bookstore. We'll use a key. Got the hallway. I think the hallway is the way to go here. We'll go down, try to knock out as many of these as we can. Use another key. Well, I did want the laboratory. Not necessarily here, but hey. Closet to get items with the workshop could also be very useful, but I think we're gonna check this out. Can't do anything. See, I think he took the picture in here. But there's no interaction. So maybe there is no secret in this bathroom after all. Probably should have gone with the closet. Getting the kitchen probably wouldn't be bad, but I think I'll go with the corridor. I don't want to spend more gems than I have to right now. Get the boudoir or the pool? I think I will get the pool because we do need, one of the things we do need is the pump room. So spending a gem here, I think, makes sense. Yeah, you know what? Let's use this key. Why not? We'll use it. Got the locker room. Boiler room. Or the shaft-hole. I think we'll go boiler room here. Just because it'll give us another entrance. We can use the foundation if we need to. Can't afford the office. Patio might not be bad now. The Geist bedroom would knock us out. So yeah, I have to go with the patio here in order to have a chance at continuing. And since we have the shovel... Got a key, that's useful. And a turnip to get some more steps. We'll take it. I think chapel will be good here. But I'm not going to go in yet. So we can dig in here. So we'll do that. Old shoe. Pebbles. That's all I got, unfortunately. I don't think I'm gonna need, got some coins? Okay, not bad. I don't think I'm going to need that door again, at least not for now. So we'll switch it and open that back up. Thought I saw that. There we go. Got another turnip. Got some more steps. We'll go across. Solarium could be really good. Could give us some better draws, but I think I'm going to go with the pantry here. Guy's bedroom also could be really good. I'm going to go for the rerolls. And we also got a successful experiment as well. So now we have four dice. I can't be picky about using them because the experiment, every time I draft a bedroom moving forward, it'll reset the dice to 2. So I can't be picky about using them anymore. I just got to go straight for it. Lose some of my money. Oh, and hey, that's permanent. I didn't realize that. I can break this anytime now permanently. That's super cool. I thought I would have to hang on to that device, but I guess I don't. Today I learned. All right, drawing room, gymnasium should already have the power turned off. Drawing room would replace a gem and give me free rerolls. But it wouldn't. It is rotated weird. The items could be useful. I think I'm going to go the gymnasium here. Pass on the drawing room for now. Get the courtyard, or we could get the pump room, which I've needed. The Great Hall. The courtyard would give me an extra gem. I'm going to pass on the pump room for now, and we'll try to re-roll it. Let's go with the boudoir here. That'll give me some more dice and some more re-rolls, plus a gem. So we'll go out here first. Got a sledgehammer. Okay, nice. We'll dig. Got a key. Always good. We're running a little low on those. Got a turnip. Is also useful. Walk-in closet to get 4 items. The study or the pantry. Or we could redraw. Study could be good, but I kind of don't want a dead end here. So let's redraw. Oh, I screwed up. I should have been a little smarter about that. Damn. Well, I forgot I drafted the bedroom before using him, so I lost 2 rerolls. That's unfortunate. I really don't want a dead end, but I also don't want to use the weight room, so let's use our last redraw for now. Wine cellar. That is definitely something I've been, I could use. So if I'm at a dead end, let's get the wine cellar. The drafting recommendation said I should always go for it, so... Alright, Swan, Holly, and Spades. I wonder if that means something. Well, let's go through the boudoir here in a minute. Now, let's see if the boudoirs is unlocked. Enter. Okay, got another gem. Got some dice, which will be useful. And both were locked. Okay, well. Freezer! That could be very useful. But I think out of these, I think the billiard room is the one I want. Just because it'll keep us going in this little adventure of ours. Alright, 6. 4 squared is 16. 5 squared is 25 minus 20 is 5. 4 squared is 16 minus 1 is 15. I'm sorry, I almost said 13. Oh, wait, but then it's divided by 3. So that is 5 again. Almost missed that. Almost got me there. They almost got me, everybody. All right. Let's use the silver key here. Dining room is a good one to have here, I think. Aquarium could be nice, but I think I'll go with the dining room. Get the lunch pail. That'll give us 10 additional steps, and then we have the showroom. Let's save that dinner. Maybe we'll get the showroom later. Let's go this way. We get the office or the pantry. Office, I think, could good. It could spread a lot of money here, and we could check to see if any additional email was unlocked. I don't think it would have been, but I think the office is a good draw here. Plus, we can get the we can unlock the safe and get another gem, so it'll partially pay for itself. Only a net loss of 1, not bad at all. I don't think I want to use my last key here. You know what? Screw it. We're going to use it. We can get the burning glass back, which is good because we have the hovel. So, will the Lost and Found continue our run? No, it won't. Neither will the secret passage. I could redraw, but let's check this out with the dynamite. Got your Banner of the King power back? Nice. There we go. Hell yeah. I'm happy to hear that, Femsy. That's awesome. Okay. So that'll end this side. Let's go over here. It's locked and I don't have a key. That's unfortunate. Okay. I guess we could go through the chapel there. Hopefully this door isn't locked. All these would end our run. So I'm going to redraw. Veranda. Conference room. Oh, this will be good because then we can get all the money there from the office. Let's get the conference room. This will also give us, hopefully, a way forward. Hopefully. I think I can buy a key in the commissary. So, I think there's one key I can purchase, if I remember correctly. So, alright. Let's go back into the office, and we will spread money throughout the house. And I actually picked the wrong way. That's unfortunate, but luckily I still have dinner I can eat. Alright. Let's run payroll. Okay, nope, has to do it again on Monday, but let's spread gold. Okay. And... okay. Nope, so nothing new there. Just figured I would check. Staff services, let's do a special order. Let's make sure the sleeping mask is there. I feel that one's pretty good. All right. Now we can go back to the conference room. And there should be a ton of money in here, which is good. Now we got to run all the way back to the commissary, which is only a couple rooms away, thankfully. And hopefully they have a key there for sale. Otherwise, we do one key for sale. I think I'll buy 2 of them. Alright, and we'll get the salt shaker too. Just for that extra footstep, why not? Alright, we got 2 keys. Spent all our money. So the dining room and the conference room both have locked doors. So let's use one of the keys here. Get the sauna or the observatory, or we could redraw. Observatory, I think, could be pretty good. Might get a bonus from it. Let's go the observatory. I was thinking about the sauna, but I think we've been doing okay. Apples are extra delicious. We get 3 and an extra diamond. Okay, that's not bad. We would lose 2 random inventory items. I don't want to risk that with the items I have. Mostly because I feel that I do want to go try the dynamite with the burning glass. But we'll draft the lost and found someday. 5 coins in the treasure trove. Yeah, why not? The trunk is locked, and I can use a key on it. Let's see if we need this last key. Okay, so here's the choice, everybody. We could use the key on the chest, or we could use it on... but we actually might need a special key for this, right? Or we can use it on the door. Ignore the chest, okay. Femzy says to ignore the chest. I trust Femzy implicitly. So I will ignore the chest and instead use the door. Use it on the door. Well, we have the vault. That'll give me 40 coins. Not really anything to spend it on, though, unfortunately. We don't have any of the shops, and this would dead-end us. I don't even think we have any of the extra keys. still, with the trading post, there's a really good potential we could do something. Okay, the chest is a series. I need more keys. Okay, good to know. Thank you. I will keep that in mind. I think the vault is the choice here, right? Like, kitchen just gives me more food, which isn't super helpful when I don't have money. Closet would give me 2 items, but I'm already swimming in items. I feel vault's the only choice here. I mean, no matter what, the run's over, but at least here I can get a ton of money. And, I can go back and... Oh, wait! I can actually use this to buy, more keys! But it's a pity I don't have any extra doors. Dang. Best laid plans. What can you say? Alright, well, still, we have a bunch of money, not anything to spend it on, but... Maybe I should have gone with the closet since I have the trading post anyway. Get a key to open the chest? Yeah, I mean, I could probably buy 4 of them. Yeah, I'd be able to buy 4. So, yeah. Good idea, Femzy. Because, yeah, I can't move forward at all. Yeah, before I do this, though, I want to just get my steps up. So I'm going to go to the dining room. I'm just going to eat my meal, get my steps. We did not draw the trophy, but still, that'll put us up to 37, which is plenty. Actually, gives me +1 because I still have the salt shaker. Alright. Just make sure I'm going the right way. I actually need to go back in here. Again, that's alright. Run all the way to the commissary. I did pass up the pump room, which I'm a little sad about. I was hoping with my rerolls I'd be able to get it again. Not the case, unfortunately. Let's see. I don't have anything... Oh, we're sold out, so I only had the 1 key. Dang. I was hoping I could get more, but that's okay. We'll head back and open the chest. And then we'll head on out. I was really hoping they'd have multiple keys, but that's okay. Head back to the treasure trove. Here we go. And let's see what's inside. Hi, Sexton. How you doing? Hey, Sexton. I wanted to let you know that, I wanted to let you know that you were correct about the furnace and proximity. We got a note earlier today that confirmed that, just so you know. I wanted to make sure I told you. But it's going. You know, I don't think we found a ton of secrets, but I'm having a good time, and that's what matters. So. Day 60, set yourself up so you only need 2 rooms to appear, and you need to hit room 46 to solve this puzzle. It's nuts. Oof, I'm sorry. The green memos you find in this room will always be true. Okay. So, let me just make a note. Because they're not in Hartley's room, so I think that's believable, right? But yeah, Stixon, I did want to let you know that you were correct. Like, ages ago, you were correct. And I was like, I don't think so, but no, you in fact were right. Okay. Femzy, I don't think there's anything else I can do in here, right? We got the memo, and we have to do it again, huh? Not in this room today, yep. Did the note say how close the furnace needed to be to melt the freezer and freezer? No, it did not. Taking out my trash and got rid of stuff you don't need, doing your laundry and meal prepping for tomorrow workday, so much for resting. Well, look, Aaron, if you're not gonna rest, at least you're being productive. I know it's not much, but it is a small comfort, I suppose. Alright, we have to go back through the workshop, so might as well do that. Let's see, in order to do that, we gotta go to the patio. Hi-ho, the dairy-o. Don't need to go in the boiler room. We already did the foundation digging, didn't find anything in there. Guy's bedroom's a dead end, so yeah. I think the stuff in the freezer needs a tool. That's just me thinking, not knowing. Yeah, that's my thought too, silly, but I'm honestly not sure. I haven't gotten the freezer since we got it. But that's a big part of the reason why I'm hanging on to the burning glass for now. Also, I want to go see if we can blow something up. So let's see. No, 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 no. No. Salt shaker can't do anything. We don't have the broken lever yet, so we can't do that. Did we get the coat check? Yes. Yes. And we actually did identify the we also did identify the chapel. We got that. We just don't have the tomb this run, so we still need that tool. Okay, let me see. Before I go running too far. Yeah, so I thought there might be a clue in the bathroom here, but I'm not seeing one. Though, when I look closely, that does look like it's something. Like on the other side of the mirror, doesn't that look like it could be a safe door? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get there. Let's try it. It might cost me, but we'll see. Maybe the running shoes will help me out here. I don't see anything. Of course, might help if I was looking at the right way. Oh yeah, it could just have been the shelf. Yeah, I think this bathroom is just a bust. I don't feel there's really anything else beneficial to it. Oh, sounds good, Sexton. Thank you for coming in and out. Appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the Indy 500. Small secret to share. It's a room you've passed through many a time. I don't think I found it yet. Yeah, if you can give me a hint as to a hint, Stexon, that would be kind of cool. I need... Yay, okay, I think I got this. But it does mean, by doing this, I'm probably not going to be able to make it back to the coat check. Actually, it guarantees I'm not going to be able to, but I think this is worth it. Let's try it. Man, look at this. Something you've looked through, but never really looked at. Okay, I will have to try to get to the bottom of that. Christoph, here's the rest of your share. 40 gold from the moonshine shimmy we made last week. This may be the last batch for quite some time, as I feel it's no longer worth the risk, especially given Anne's continually increasing suspicion, but I do need to ask another small favor of you. Next week, when you take the Baron to town, if you can fabricate some excuse to delay your return by an hour or two, it would be much beholden to you, Denny. Okay, so Denny, key card for 3 ivory die, running shoes for a vault key. Man, if I could make it back to the vault, that would be awesome. Day 19, haven't progressed with secret finding. Okay. Something you've looked through but never really looked at. Battery pack. Shovel. Man, getting the, what the heck's a hall pass? Oh, nice. There you go. Yeah, but unfortunately, no matter what I pull, I would have to get very lucky to make it work. Okay, hall pass removes cost of hallways drafted from all other hallways. Nice. So, let me see. I would have to get, in order to even have a shot at making this work, I think no matter what I do, it's not going to work out. Upgrade dish should be here. Since I blew up the dynamite, Femsy, do you know if that's a permanent addition? Like with the dynamite blowing up? Have you done that, Femsy? Is that permanent, or do I have to do that every time? I think it would be permanent, because some of the other stuff I did is permanent, like the tomb, right? And the chapel. Okay. So I'm not worried about the upgrade disc, because that'll probably still be there. The money doesn't come back? I didn't think so. Yeah, there really isn't a way for me to use it, but dang. Unfortunate. But that's the way it goes. Let me at least try. Okay. We'll at least see what happens. Nope. So close! Dang. Alright. So, I'm going to take a very quick break. I'm going to go use the bathroom, but we'll be right back to resume. Yeah, unfortunate there, but, you know, if I hadn't backtracked to the bathroom to check, it would have worked, but that was a risk I took. So, that's okay. We now have the secret of the trading post, which is good, and yep, we don't have anything in the coat check. So the downside is now we'll have to build that again if we want to unlock the secret of the tomb. But I do feel getting, you know, a couple things was worth it there. Like the dynamite was worth it. So, yeah, we'll go from there. Hey, YouTube, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Definitely click that bell if you want to see more alerts of when the next video will drop. And, of course, feel free to leave a comment down below to let me know what you thought. All interaction would be greatly appreciated, and thank you very much for your support. You can also find me on pretty much every other major platform, including on Twitch and Blue Sky. So definitely go check it out. Give me a follow everywhere, and thank you very much for watching.